Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome back to another episode of the GVO show, people. We are back after 2 weeks. But listen, people, as you're here, make sure to smash the likes and subscribe. And of course, we're back again with Alfie. Alfie, how you been, man? How you been?
Yeah, I've been doing good, man. Been doing good. Been really busy as far as content goes. I've had a lot of content to do over the past couple of days. Still got more stuff to come. So yeah, I've been really busy. Glad to be back on the channel and back with the GVO show and here for a good time. Just to chat a bag of rubbish.
Yeah, of course, as we always do, man. All we chat is
Exactly.
rubbish, bro. All we chat is rubbish, bro. Big up to the chat as always. Big up PFC Mike's Arteta strikes again. Big up my biggest hater, PFC. Bomber Isak agrees personal terms of Liverpool. I don't imagine that took much negotiating, to be fair. He's wanted to move for time. Big up near side as always. Who cares about a Swedish Farmers League merchant? Big up Mike's and Alfred Wet. Big up as always near side, bro. Big up free Andy Irving. Big up Dave. I'm surprised you don't have a profile picture. Because you've always got a profile picture. Last time it was Heady one. I don't know.
Or it's either one of us.
Yeah, always one of us. Always one of us. Dave is the lead researcher. He's the internet explorer type of guy. So I don't know what profile picture he's going to come up with next. Because Darren, I said Elijah, have some shame showing your face after the Morgan gives white nonsense. He's not here, to be fair, so he can't even respond. So I don't know. But that whole stuff, we'll probably talk about this in this show. When is your mustache coming back? Never, because I prefer to be clean shaven, and I still regret that picture to this day. But it is what it is. Like that whole picture of me doing this, but it's just about big mustache and my old profile
Oh,
picture.
what on the Georgia Chilia video?
Yeah. I don't know why. As my first breakthrough as a content creator, I decided to go to a shoot unshaved. Because it was local as well. I had time to go there. It was in South Woodford. So it was quite local to me. And so I don't know why I didn't decide to shave beforehand and go clean shaven. I went with the nonce tash instead. For whatever reason. Nice pillow, Alfie.
Oh yeah, this was a birthday present. This was a
Yeah.
birthday present from my aunt I think it was last year. Do not disturb. Alfie's watching the Gunners.
Yeah. It's a know what you've been doing on that.
Pardon?
Big up to Merrick. What's good? Hope you're well, Merrick. I'll deliver in due time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to your next your whatever you got going on, Dave. Whatever you got going on. What a day yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was mad as well, wasn't it?
Mate. Oh, mate. My
Alfie
heart.
watching the Gooners, bruv. Alfie watching the Gooners. But Joe, fuck it, start there. Let's start there. Because yesterday I didn't get to catch the game, the whole game. I caught the most of the 90 minutes and then I had to stream. But what a day. We've been sent to the kitchen, my friends. We've been sent to the kitchen. I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat is male. So we've been sent to the kitchen once again. The women have done it again. The women have done it again. Alfie, as someone who's been watching England throughout this tournament, how does it feel? And it's mad because the journey to the tournament, the France game, was it the Netherlands game as well? Was it Netherlands in semis?
I think the France game was our opening game of the tournament. Lost that 2-1. I don't think we played particularly bad in that game, but I think France were just slightly better. And by the time that we got the goal in that game, it was sort of a too little, too late situation. So we felt a bit unhappy going out of that game, but going into the Netherlands game, we played quite well in that game. Won 4-0. Lauren James, another good performance from her. Then we backed that up with a 6-1 win against Wales in our last group game, sent us through. It was actually a bit nip and tuck about who was going to go through top because at the time France were playing Netherlands and I think it was 2-2 at the time while that game was going on, and then France eventually took over and went and managed to get the win in that game. So we went through in second, played Sweden again, another difficult game, 2-0 down going into the last minutes. We make a couple of good substitutions. Michelle Wadjiman, obviously, who won Young Player of the Tournament, comes off the bench and that has a brilliant performance. We then go on to win the game on penalties, thinking, okay, we're in the semi-finals, maybe some improvements here. Again, we made it difficult. Got to about the 96th minute in the game against Italy before we got the equaliser. Adjiman again off the bench. Chloe Kelly scoring a penalty in extra time to send us through to the final. And then obviously the final yesterday, I even said before the game that game was gonna go past 90 minutes. We weren't gonna have a winner inside 90. There was no way. And I was right. Whether I predicted Spain to score first, I don't think I did. But either way, they did score first. Caldente being given far too much space at the back post. No one really marking her. Gets a clear header and manages to put the ball in the net. We go in at half time 1-0 down. We're thinking, are we going to lose another final here? Is it going to be exactly like the World Cup where Spain went 1-0 up and sort of just sat back? They did it, wanted to do it again in this game, but we had a bit more fight in us. Russo getting the equaliser, managed to take it to penalties, and Hannah Hampton, who as a child was diagnosed with a eye condition and was told that football wasn't in her future. She saved 2 penalties in a Euros final to win us the game. Not to mention the fact Lucy Bronze played with a fractured tibia for the whole tournament.
That's difficult, you know. Play with
and one of her middle names is tough as well. One of her middle names is actually tough. She embodied that. Chloe Kelly as well. What a turnaround it's been for her. She said in an interview before the final, she said, if you'd have asked me if I'd have been in the squad for this tournament back in January, I would have told you no, because she was out of favour at Man City, wasn't getting a game, wanted to take a break completely from football. Arsenal signed her on loan. She found her confidence again, obviously won the Women's Champions League, got back in favour with England, and has done it again in a Euros final. The first time was so nice, she did it twice.
That cross was amazing. It was just so casual. It was like old school winger crosses. It was just like what I saw from that game when like Spain, the way they were passing the ball, like you can see they're very technically gifted. It's embedded in all the Spanish to be technically gifted, to keep the ball, to find openings all the time. But the way England were possessed in putting their bodies on the line and then trying to attack Spain in different ways and making sure that, cool, we're not going to get many chances, but when we do, we're gonna make sure it's a big chance. We're gonna make sure it's a big chance. And that cross from Chloe Kelly was absolutely amazing. That was just a peach of a cross. And to see turnarounds, to see these storylines in football is absolutely amazing in itself. Like a lot of the chat were already given, like Dave said, Chloe Kelly, my baller, Hannah Hampton, proper Chelsea apparently, my fucking keeper, Hannah Hampton.
She is a Chelsea player. She is a Chelsea goalkeeper, and fair play to her. Like, she was getting slated before the tournament started because obviously Mary Earps had come out and said that she'd retired from international football. A lot of the England fans were thinking, who's going to be next? Can they live up to Mary Earps? And 100% she's done that. 100%. She paid it all back and done incredible. And I don't want to hear anyone say that she's not England's number one ever again.
Because you're someone that's watched both the men's and the women's, and we've seen that the women's game is very different from the men's game, even with how teams do and how nations do. Like, for example, the Arsenal women seem to be more serious than the Arsenal men. They won the Champions League. We've seen that England women's are way more serious in terms of their mentality to the England men's. They've won 2 trophies in the past few years now. So, what is as watching both sides of the nationality, like, what is the main difference of why the women have done so well? Why the men have lacked that? Because, like, I feel like it's the few times I've watched it from just an outsider point of view, it's been coaching, but like there's got to be more to it. Like, what are the men lacking that the women are succeeding with, in your opinion? That someone who's watched both.
I think right now, one of the big differences between the men's team and the women's team is that the women's team, to me, look a bit more front-footed. They strike when the iron's hot, whereas if you look at the men's team, we look to pass the ball around the box, look for an opening. It's kind of similar to the way that Arsenal play, in a sense that we try and look for an opening. 9 times out of 10, that opening isn't going to happen. But with the women's team, they're a lot more front-footed. They're dangerous on the counter-attack. We saw it plenty of times in the tournament, mostly against Wales in that 6-1 game. I think in terms of, you know, I think they've got. I think there's a lot of stigma around the England men's team, and it's been that way since '66. Obviously, always being a nearly team. Obviously, look at the golden generation. Even those players have come out and said that whole idea of being the golden generation was a bit harsh because it put a lot of pressure on the team. And there has been pressure on the England men's team.
Yeah.
They've got to a couple of finals in the past few years and haven't got over the line. Whereas if you look at the England women's team, on the other hand, Serena Wiegman, she's been here since what, 2020, 2021? 3 tournament finals, 2-1.
That's brilliant. That's class.
She's won 3 European Championships in a row, 2 with England, 1 with Holland.
Oh my god.
And Leah Williamson has also become the first English captain to win 2 major tournaments and the first English captain, both male and female, to win a trophy on foreign soil.
From the outside point of view, it seems like this England women's national team have a balance of youth and experience.
Yeah.
So it's like I hear a lot of because I've heard a lot of the same names for a while, but it feels like every time England are in a new tournament, there's always a new prospect coming through.
Yeah.
And Connor mentioned about Jess Carter. What did you make of her time in the tournament and the shit she's had to overcome?
She did have a couple of poor games. I'm not gonna sit here and beat around the bush around that because there was a couple of games where she did play a bit poor. I think there were a lot of games where she put Hannah Hampson under pressure. But that doesn't mean that she deserves the abuse that she got. No one deserves that sort of abuse, especially if you're playing for your country. Like we've seen it before. Like the amount of abuse that mainly the main 3 that missed the penalties in the Euros final in 2021, the abuse that they got. Jess Carter didn't deserve it. Yes, she had a couple of poor games, but fair enough. Everyone's allowed to have a bad game or two. Didn't deserve the abuse that she got, and to come back into the team yesterday, starting in the final, and then going on to win the final, she's definitely proved everyone wrong. And the fact that she said that when she was asked how she was going to celebrate, she said, "I shall be getting very drunk," and I fucking love that. I love that.
I feel like you see footballers' true characters when they've won a trophy because they're just happy that they've not got the PR mind on when they've won something. It's like when West Ham won the Conference League, it was just like I'm seeing all these players like proper characters just come out in these interviews now because of how happy they are. I feel like you see that every time a team wins a trophy. It's just like I just want to go and celebrate. I don't even want to be talking to you right now. Let me just get a beer, get some wine or whatever in my hand, bruv. Like get something in my system, bruv. I'm trying to get waved. Like,
you had the after party of the game yesterday. All of them pissed. Mainly Ella Toon up on the mic doing karaoke. She was gone. She was gone like completely. They all were, to be fair, but at least Ella Toon had the confidence to go and get on the karaoke mic.
Yeah, I feel like the more alcohol you have, the more confidence you have to go on a karaoke machine. Legitimately, bruv. Joe, I'm trying to think how many drinks would I need to have that confidence to go on a fucking karaoke machine, bruv? Maybe I'm a lightweight, so give me 2, bruv. Give me 2, and I'm waved. I'm there, bruv. I'm there. Give me 2.
Fair, if we're going off of college times, then I don't need any alcohol at all.
Oh, you don't need fuck all, bruv. You don't need fuck all. You're just there in general, man. You're just there.
It's a fun little option. Alcohol's a fun little option.
Yeah, you see us in college, guys. Like we had to perform twice a week. Alfie was there, bruv. Alfie owned that stage, bruv. Like, that was his stage. Because everyone was like, well, I'm assuming Alfie's gonna go first, and everyone was happy for Alfie to go first because no one wants to go first. So no, they were like, okay, I'll feel a little bit better now. Alfie's gone on stage. Nobody wants to go first, bruv. Nobody wants to go first. What has been the theme of why England has it been the managers changed the mentality in the nationality as well? Because as you said, she's won 3 European finals in a row, basically. So yeah.
I think all round, I think she's a great manager, and not just that, she's a great person as well. She's very, very emotional, and you can tell that. And she really gets the players. She really understands the players as well. And being in a job like that, to understand the people that you're coaching is very, very important. And you can clearly tell that with how successful the women's team have been. And with her being so successful and building this almost this dynasty for the English women's national team, it's not only giving people the confidence now, but it's also setting an example to the next generation of girls out there that want to play football because they've seen how successful this England team have been. They look at players like Chloe Kelly, Beth Mead, Alessia Russo, and these girls are like, I want to be like them. I want to play football. Whereas you look 15, 20 years ago, there weren't that many girls playing football. Now I see it everywhere. And it's not
Yeah,
even just on the TV. You're seeing it on Sunday league pitches. You're seeing it in the parks. You're seeing it at like power league goals, like
yeah,
centers like that, girls playing football, and it's brilliant to see. Like I
yeah,
really enjoy watching the women's game, and it's getting bigger and bigger each year.
yeah. I feel like give it give it 10 years, and we're gonna see the women's game go up like so much, like
I
and like
think,
because you're still seeing like the rawness in the game, but you're gonna see
hmm,
so much technical quality in the game in like 10 years.
I think yes, we've won back-to-back European Championships, and the
Mm,
response from that has been amazing. But I think if we go on to win the next Women's World Cup, the motivation for young girls to play football will just skyrocket
yeah,
because they've gone out, they've seen the Lionesses become world champions. They'll have the motivation to want to be a Lioness. And it's
for
great to
sure.
see.
Well, Prime asked, what do you think the chances, what England's chances are at the World Cup?
Men or women.
Women, I'm assuming, just because
I
we're talking
think
about
with the
women.
women's team, I think as long as because we did really well in the last World Cup as well. We did really
Hmm.
well in that tournament, obviously losing to Spain in the final. But I rate our chances. Obviously, we've still got qualification to go through. So it's not as if people are already saying that we're going to go on and win it straight away because there are a lot of really, really good teams out there. You've got the likes of Spain, Germany, Brazil have still got a great team. Australia are really good. The US women's team are amazing. Like they're
Mm.
always successful. So there are a lot of great teams out there. But right now, as far as I'm concerned, we're the top dogs in Europe. Now all that's left to do is go and take on the world. And I believe we can do it.
Yeah, Malkster asked, what do you think of Lucy Bronze playing with that fractured tibia she referred to earlier? Like, how difficult, like, could you tell she was playing with an injury, or did she just stick through it?
See, the thing is, I couldn't even tell unless
Mm,
they moved the camera up close and you could actually see the mark where she'd fractured her tibia on screen. You could actually see it.
yeah,
But then not only that, she went and did her other knee in the final. So she was literally on her last legs. There was a couple of times where she went down in the game, hit the deck, and you thought, that's it, that's her tournament done. We was waiting for Niamh Charles to come on. But then she just got up again. And I'm like, how many more times is she going to do it? And she even said in a post-match interview, if that's what it takes for me to be successful with England, then that's what I'm going to do. I'll happily play with a fractured tibia. And I mean, they don't call her Lucy. Uh, what's her other middle name? But one of her middle names is Tough.
yeah,
Literally the word tough.
bro, that takes a lot to play with. Not one, but two injuries. Like, and also on both on like separate parts, where it's like, you know, when you play football, yeah, like you're playing football for fun, even just like non-professional times. When you're playing football, I injure myself quite a bit. Like, I can't lie, I've got dodgy ankles as it is when it comes to playing football, but I'll still run just because like I'm playing football. I'm probably not going to play football again for a bit, just so let me just run, or like a pool side or whatever. So I'll just run in it, but like it's adrenaline, so whatever. When you're playing professionally, and it's like it's happened in two parts of your body. Two injuries is tough, you know. You can get through one. You can run it off. But two, that's a long one. That's a long day. Like,
Mm.
and I guess like the drive from the final helps this as well. Like the drive from wanting to win something, that helps. The winning mentality, the wanting to do it again, wanting to prove more people wrong that you can't do it two tournaments in a row or whatever. And also coming up against Spain, I'm pretty sure Spain beat them in the last final they were in. So like
Yeah,
that's an even more of an incentive to like try even harder. And the get back, there's no timing on get back. There's no timing on get back. So they can hold that, man. They can hold that. Like,
100%.
we'll be fine as long as Sabrina's at the helm. I've seen a video of her wrapping her knee with a tape in the middle, or
Yeah, that
like, in
was
the middle
during the
of a match.
Sweden game. She was
Oh, was it? Yeah.
literally strapping her knee. Like it weren't her knee, it was her hamstring. She was literally, she got the bandages out, she's wrapping it.
Mm. That's crazy, you know. That's
But
crazy.
they did say that comes from the fact that when the women's game was just about like slowly getting to the point where it was mainstream, a lot of the girls used to wrap their own. They used to wrap their own ankles, their own hamstrings, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, Lucy Bronze was coming through the team around that time, so she's kept that whole like the knowledge of doing it herself. So she was able to do it during the game. You
Mm.
also had Hannah Hampton, who got whacked in the face in the quarterfinal and spent the last, before the penalty shootout, the last few minutes of the game plus extra time with a tampon up her nose because her nose was
Crazy.
bleeding. I said that's up
Crazy.
there with Terry Butcher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to see T-shirts of that sold.
Bruv. That's great. That's dedicated to the cause right there. That's
Yeah,
dedicated to the cause right there, bruv. I can't lie. Like that's crazy. Like, I think well done to them as well, because like you got to proper just go and get drunk and have fun in it. Like, you might as well. You just want another fucking tournament. That's something that this country doesn't really see often. Just in general, we don't not used to winning. Just in the general culture of things, England don't win shit. There was a time, I think it was around the 2018 World Cup, where it was like in every sport England got fucking battered in, like cricket and rugby as well, around the same time, and no one was winning shit. So like, now you can finally see something in this country where like at least we can celebrate something. Like, at least someone's doing something in this fucking country. Like,
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, me personally. Just gonna see if I missed any comments. I do not trust Thomas Tuchel to do shit, but I know you're a Chelsea fan, so I get it. Forget the men's team, bro. Forget the men's team. Nigeria Super Falcons won a women's AFCON on Saturday. Bro, 10 is crazy. 10 is crazy. Alright. The man said, come and get your chain. Come and get your chain to every other nation. Serena will probably go down as the best manager in England women's football history. For sure, right?
100%. 100%.
Mm,
100%. There's no one that comes close.
yeah, that makes sense. Alfie said that you were a better songwriter. Was this true, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, was you lot talking about music on one of your streams or some shit?
I was saying this to Melon actually during the watch along yesterday for the Women's Euros
Mm,
final. I even said that, in my opinion, when it comes to writing songs, you're better than me. But when it comes to stage presence and putting on a show,
mm.
it's the other way around.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's not even close. Like, your stage presence compared to mine, oh my days, bro. I remember when we did the showcase, bro. I was standing still. I only got confident with like last 20 seconds of me actually performing. I was like, fucking hell. But because people were trying to encourage me, I was like, I'm still in my shell, guys. I'm still in my
Yeah,
shell.
the only reason you got that confidence towards the last 20 seconds because you knew it was coming to an end. You knew your performance was over soon. You were like,
But also,
it's over with, guys. Come
yeah,
on.
people were vibes in though. People were vibes in at the end, at least. So it's just like, okay, that's cool. And that's the thing. Like, you guys were probably talking about my fucking battle, innit? That's probably why, innit?
Oh,
That makes
we
sense.
spoke about that as well. You killed that, bro. You killed it. You fucking
No,
killed it.
I appreciate it. Like, hopefully, I think the video comes out tomorrow. I think, or in
Mm.
the next couple of days. So I'm gonna break the whole shit down. But we're one up, and we're battling again in August. Battling again in August, 23rd of
I
August.
could.
So.
Before people ask in the chat, no, I could never do that, bruv.
No, joy is I didn't know what I was capable of that day. Innit? I am battle rap since Schoolfield year 7, so that's my first proper
The
battle.
way I see it is, if I was to ever battle someone and someone's name got picked out of a hat and they were like, "Yeah, you're battling this guy," I'd
Mm,
probably have to sit there for about 4 to 6 weeks doing my homework on this guy, what he's like in a rap battle, what his flow is like, what he does on a
mm,
day to day.
yeah,
I'd
and you
have
know
to
what?
do my research.
It's different. It was difficult for me, you know, because I didn't get to hear. I didn't get to hear. I've never heard the guy rap. I had to
Mm.
just go on his Insta and look at shit, and then just write off that.
Wait, wasn't one of the judges Ambu Sensei?
Yeah,
Thought so. Thought so.
yeah, like that was crazy. Like, it was crazy. Like, he wanted to reload my thing 2 lines in. 2 lines in, I've got to reload.
That's how
And it
you
was
know
a
you're
great
doing a
game,
good job.
but yeah, I guess. Was it Supermax? What was this in reference to again? Shit. I don't
Supermax.
remember. What's this reference to? Come back to us. Come back to us. Alfred Proper English doing a watch along. Mini Mike's the hater. Brexit meets Brexit. The only reason I didn't do a watch along is because I was already doing a stream and I didn't realize it's on the same time as the thing. So yeah, but I actually would have probably done a watch along otherwise. But I was also very tired. England won't win the World Cup next year, but it won't be because of Tuchel. It'll be because of everyone, bruv. It'll be because of every single person on that pitch and the manager.
It'll be because England have the tendency to shit a brick on the biggest stage.
It'll be because of everyone. Thomas Tuchel's going to call it Henderson and Madueke.
And Carl Walker.
Yep.
Carl Walker playing for Burnley.
Facts.
You might as well call
He's
up
going to call
Vizza.
up Dan Burn.
You might as well call up Vizza.
Vizza, you know. Mike's ghostwriter for Alfie then. I'm not a ghostwriter. I'm not a ghostwriter. As much as I would be interested in being a songwriter, I can't. I don't have time right now. Don't have time right now. Don't worry, we didn't think you could, bro. See,
Fair enough,
people.
Charlie.
You're so funny about what's it called? Like about the whole battle thing on the weekend. It was like I think everyone was just very surprised because it's the first time I rapped in 4 years. The first time I've written anything in 4 years. It took me 2 weeks to finish it because I'm not focused on it. I'm not focused on it. So, like I'm writing it day by day, sort of thing. I'll come back to it. Oh, it's getting closer. I'll add more stuff, etc. It took me a little bit. Like if I had focus, I would have written it like a day or two maybe. But that took me a couple of weeks just because I wasn't writing it for 2 weeks straight. But I had it memorized. I wanted to memorize it, so it didn't sound like I was reading it off. But even I was fucking it up in practice a lot. When I was practicing, I was fucking it up like a lot. But as soon as I got to the thing, it was just different. I was just shouting down the mic. Not gonna lie, I thought you bottled it when the beat didn't work through the mic. I don't use Discord, so I didn't know about the settings and all that. So it's just like, fuck, how do I do this and that? So they had to explain it to me and that. I don't use Discord. But let's move on to the men's side of things. Obviously, I know you are a very happy man right now because Arsenal have signed a striker for the first time in God knows how long. So, Gyokeres officially done. Officially done. How's it feel that the saga's over? Probably a couple weeks more than you would like to have it been wrapped up, but at least he's still in the preseason. Aspect. So
I think apart from the initial excitement that the deal had finally been done, it was like a quick sigh of relief, as if to say, "Thank fuck that's over," because it was up in the air for so long, arguing over the odd million here and there. You know, didn't look as if the deal was going to get done. Looked as if Sporting were going to be stingy. Hearing reports that United were going to hijack. Whether those rumours were true, I don't know. But when you hear those rumours, it always does put a bit of doubt in the back of your mind. But as soon as I saw the here we go from Fabrizio, I was like, thank fuck that's over. We finally got our man. We finally got the striker we've been crying out for years. And the first time we're going to see him will probably be in the North London derby on Thursday. So can't go wrong, can you?
no. So now we need to see it come into fruition now.
Yeah.
After all the hype, after the past year or it was a year. I think it was a year or two. It was at Sporting. I can't remember actually. I think it might have been two.
Because he left Coventry after they lost the playoff final.
Yeah, I was thinking about when the playoff final was. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. So after 2 years of being at Sporting, it's now time to put out results. It's now time to take the Premier League by storm. But what do you expect from Gyokeres? What is your demands of him specifically, like throughout the season? Like, what do you want him to do? Like, what are you looking for after missing your striker for so long?
Put the ball in the back of the net. I don't think it gets any clearer than that. You've signed a striker. What's a striker's job? Put the ball in the back of the net. And as far as I'm concerned, he's probably one of the best out there at the moment that can do that. I mean, what, 97 goals for Sporting in 2 years? People will say it's only the Portuguese league, but 97 goals is 97 goals. We were talking back in 2012 when I know he's in a completely different position and it's a completely different league, but everyone was talking about when Messi scored 91 goals in a year. Like, if the stats don't lie, I think as well, if you watch him, I think he's a player that can create moments by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does have the odd bit of guidance here and there, whether it be a through ball or the ball's played in behind, or he's held the ball up and created a bit of link up play. But he'll be able to create moments out of nowhere by himself because he's got the strength and he's got a bit of pace about him. He understands the English league as well. He knows it's going to be physical. You look at the size of him as well, 6'2". Yes, he's not necessarily good in the air. That's not one of his best attributes. But as far as everything else goes, when you put it all together, he's a monster of a player. And to get him for what, £63 million in this market is a bargain. Because we were talking about 80 million for Sesko, who was a bit more raw, had potential, but at the same time, as I said time and time again, we're looking for players that have quality now, not players that are going to turn up in a year and might be good. So I think Gyokeres 100% was the right choice, and can't wait to see him playing in this team.
Do you have a goal tally for him that he needs to hit? Because, like, at this point, you're still going for the league. So are you requiring more because of what he is? Are you requiring less because you got goals in your team? You might think how you're going to play, etc. Do you think the goals are going to be shared around that? What are you requiring from him? Because if he's one of the best goal scorers in the world, what are we saying in the Prem then?
I think you're looking at 20 plus goals in the Prem.
You think that's what you want, or is that what you think you'll get?
Both.
What we saying, like 25?
I think minimum 20. Minimum 20. If he goes beyond that, it's incredible. But I think in this day and age, you look at teams like Man City. Yes, they had a poor season last. But you look at teams like Man City, when you've got a player like Haaland who's getting you 20 plus goals a season and firing you onto league titles, it's exactly what you need. And yes, we like to share the goals around. Obviously, we've seen it done with Saka, Martinelli, Ødegaard, Trossard, Havertz. Players upon players have scored goals. But we've never had that cutthroat player who is just going to bag goals for fun. And you give him the opportunities and he will score. I mean, he even said it himself. He got a letter from Ødegaard when he first signed. Ødegaard said in the letter, if there's anything you need me to do, just ask. Gyokeres turned around and said some assists will be nice.
He sent him a letter.
Yeah, there's what's it called? I think he did it for Mascara as well. Like a letter welcoming him into the club, like telling him about the club and stuff. I know it's all PR, and I know that's like they call Arsenal PRFC, and it's not for no reason. We do love our PR at Arsenal Football Club. I personally don't agree with it because I think it's all bullshit. But then you look at, but I think Gyokeres, as far as I'm concerned.
Man said he sent him a letter when he's got instant DMs, bruv. What the fuck are we? What the fuck are you? What the fuck? Bruv. He's got him on Instagram. Your club is amazing. You know that. Your club is sensational.
He doesn't know what a DM is because Declan Rice ain't a fucking DM in this Arsenal team. And the last DM we got had a weird case.
You got Zubimendi?
If is he even really a DM like that?
Well, that's the only position he plays. He's a 6. Like, man sent him a letter. My bro's probably got him on Instagram right now. He probably watched his story. He's probably viewed his story. But Arsenal were like, Ødegaard, you quiff boy, yeah? Send him a letter and that. Because you ain't done fuck all in the past seasons. You might as well do something now. Send him a letter. Send the centre back a letter because he's going to play a lot, definitely. Definitely not going to just be on the bench for the whole time.
No, he'll be at right back.
Well, you played him Mascara at right back, yeah?
Well, that's what Arteta will do. Like, it's Arteta, come on now. Come on now. If he's playing Calafiori at left back, he's definitely playing Mascara at right back.
Well, Dave said that Dave's put out Fabrizio report about you being interested in Eze, but you're working on outgoings with Reece Nelson expected to be going back to Fulham. Do you reckon you get enough outgoings for Eze to, actually join? Because there's a release clause. That's my thing.
What, for
Arsenal,
Eze?
yeah, 68.
68.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, apart from Nelson and a couple of other players that I don't think will end up being sold, I don't really think there's any other players in this team that we can actually get rid of. So that might be the only problem in getting the Eze deal done. Because apart from Nelson, I can't think of anyone else that will probably end up going in this window. It looks as if Kivior is going to stay as a backup centre back. Whether Zinchenko goes, I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to get rid of Jesus simply because he's injured. No one's going to buy an injured player. They'll wait for him to be match fit again, which will probably be around January, which will then be a poor bit of business from us because we've only be able to get so much. We all know what January sales are like. So I think in terms of outgoings, that's probably the only problem that we've got in managing to get the Eze deal done. I think it can be done, providing the outgoings happen, but I just don't think they will. But I have no doubt that if Eze did have the choice to join Arsenal, I'm sure he'd take it.
Yeah, he's keen on the move. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like, I feel like you're going to have to sell what a Trossard and Martinelli to get that done.
I also think Fabio Vieira, if we can get him sold, that's a like-for-like replacement. You've got Fabio
It is.
Vieira coming as a 10, letting him go, bringing in Eze, another 10 who can also play off the left, but is most prominently going to be in the 10 when he does play. I think that could happen. And then it will probably be either Trossard or Martinelli. I think those three, Nelson, Vieira, Trossard, I think if we can get rid of those three, the Eze deal will happen without a doubt.
I feel like he should be playing in the 10, but will be signed on the fucking left. Because you got Wanyeri, who's a 10, but he's also a right winger. You got Madueke, who left winger, right winger. You got Max Dowman. We'll talk about him in
Oh
a
my
sec.
God.
He's
Oh
on
my
the
God.
right wing. Like you're either stockpiling players or everyone's going to somehow get a chance. And the reason why I say stockpiling is because Arteta doesn't rotate anyway. So where the fuck is everyone playing? I'm not saying that like you play the same starting 11 all the time. But Arteta doesn't rotate
No,
unless he's learned his
it
lesson,
doesn't.
which I doubt. But I'm not too sure where everyone plays.
I
So
think going back onto the Gyokeres thing, I think another thing that's got me optimistic about this, and I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon, I'm not trying to jump on the brigade and be part of the Arteta sexuals as we call them. But back when Edu was sporting director and we were linked with Gyokeres then, Gyokeres was being told that he wasn't going to come in to replace Kai Havertz. He was there as competition. I think now that we've got Berta in, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult to keep Gyokeres out the team, especially if he hits the ground running.
my
I think
counter argument to that though
Mm.
is it was already put out there that Havertz is going to have a key role anyway. But also, Gyokeres wanted to leave. He was pushing that far to leave anyway, so he was always going to want to go to Arsenal.
Think about it. He agreed to take 2 million less. Refused to play for Sporting again. Refused to train for them. Dumped his missus and left her in Portugal. Turned Man United down, which, to be fair, isn't that big of a deal because everyone's turning down Manchester United these days. Unless, of course, your name is Mateus Cunha and Brian and Buemo. And then, to top it all off, his first competitive game for Arsenal will be against Manchester United, the team he turned down, against Ruben Amorim, his former coach, on August 17th, which is also Thierry Henry's birthday, wearing Thierry Henry's former number.
This is the storyline.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is, where's everyone going to play? Because Arteta loves Havertz. loves Havertz. It was already put out there that regardless of who you sign, Havertz is going to be a key member.
Well, if he
Whether
has
you like
got
it or not.
any brain cells, which I highly doubt, because this man has played he who must not be named at right back multiple times. If he has got any brain cells, there is no fucking way you have just signed a player of Victor Gyokeres' caliber to make him hold bench.
That's why I'm saying he might be a left wing signing. That's why I've always thought, yeah, because Arteta loves 6 foot men. I've said this before. He loves 6 foot
You've
men.
got
That's
a
his type.
type.
Yeah, that's his type. He loves 6 foot men. So I'm saying whoever plays striker plays on the left wing. I said this about Sesko if he was to sign as well. Because they've played across the front three before, Gyokeres likes drifting out on the left anyway. He spends more time on the left than he does in the box. That's what I'm thinking. Like, he loves Havertz. He'll shoehorn everyone. It's a bit like when you did play Partey right back and you had White centre back and Saliba centre back and whatever, and then you had tried to fit Partey, Rice, or them man a couple seasons ago in the same team and all that, and then it
Mm,
didn't work, and then he switched Havertz to go up front and stuff.
yeah,
Like, Arteta loves men, 6 foot men, so he loves his team to be tall. I'm thinking Gyökeres plays on the left. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't think you'll get Eze. I don't think you'll get him. I think Nelson will leave, obviously, but
yeah.
I feel like someone would have got Martinelli or Trossard by now. Fabio Vieira will probably go. We're linked with him apparently, but that's by Ben Jacobs. I'm not taking that too
Would
seriously.
would you take Fabio Vieira at West Ham?
No, because I haven't
No.
seen enough quality.
Yeah.
I
To
like
be
Harvey
fair,
Elliott. I like Mateus Fernandez. I like El Kudus. Those should be the three. One of the three that we should be getting done over the
wait,
line.
El Kudus from Ajax.
No, El Kudus from Leicester.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Yeah, the Moroccan. What good is speed when you're camped on the edge of their box? Because do you mind running behind?
Not necessarily, but then again, when you've got someone like Kai Havertz up front, there's not much running in behind because he's a fucking giraffe. He's slow as shit.
But do
I
you think
think
that's more towards the manager or the player's instincts? The way the manager likes to play. Have we seen anyone that runs it behind for Arteta? Does he not just prefer someone that goes short?
not really, but at the same time, now that we have got Gyökeres, I feel like it gives us another option. You've got someone who can run in behind, and he's done it plenty of times. You've got Erdegaard who is capable of putting their passes in behind because we have seen it on occasion. Yes, we haven't seen it in the past couple of seasons because we've had a donkey like Havertz up front, who, as I said, doesn't run in behind, can't hold the ball up, and even though he's bulked up, he's still as useless as he was before. I mean, we saw it in the first preseason game against AC Milan. That fucking header, it went so far over the bar, I thought it was going to come over my garden fence. And that game was in Singapore. Like, come on now.
That hit like the most random Asian midget.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that hit one of the kids on the boat.
For God's sakes.
That's going to
For
get clear.
God's sakes. You should know by now, bro. He isn't getting 20 without taking pens, and no one has replaced Saka on pens. Guess we'll see, bro.
He scored 12 pen goals last season, 15 non-pen.
Different league, though, innit?
Yeah, it is a different league.
And will Saka be taking off pens?
I don't think so.
Because Saka's your guy. Saka's your main man. You know,
Yeah.
Saka over the Premier League, bro. He isn't Haaland's level, though. Not many are.
Yeah.
Not many are, to be fair. But that's probably why City will still finish above Arsenal. First season, big shout, 20 goals. I mean, that's what you have to step up to, though. Like, for example, I'm not going to necessarily, like, going on him necessarily in the first season because first season settling down back into England. But if he does flop for the first season, which I don't believe in flopping in the first season, if you're signed from a different league, obviously you know what we're like. Arsenal fans will crush it on them. We're going to be here. A love letter about we're a family, guys. Yeah, exactly, bruv. You can message him, bruv. I'm sure you've got his number now. Like, Zinchenko plays DM. I mean, would you play Zinchenko? I forgot he was still there.
I'd play him in midfield definitely.
It's one of the eights.
Yeah, because he plays in midfield for Ukraine,
Yeah, well, he is a
and he
midfielder.
looks
Yeah.
lost at left back. He looks lost at left back. He's
He
brilliant
was a
going
10 for
forward,
PSV.
but he's poor defensively.
Well, yeah, he was a 10 for PSV, so it makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
Forget IG. Gyokeres is in the Arsenal players GC. Just DM him on iMessage. What's up? What's up? What's up him? What's up is right there, bruv. Right there. AFTV announcing video was Arsenal an actual video announcing. I haven't seen the actual Arsenal one. I've seen the memes from the AFTV one, bruv. No comment. That's
That got
cringy as
disliked
fuck.
straight away.
Cringy as fuck.
That got disliked straight away.
Yeah, I've already addressed this about Fabio Vieira. Also, it's Ben Jacobs, so I take it with a pinch of salt. Thoughts on Max Dowman? That's the next one we're going to move on to as well. Like, I actually watched a preseason game against Newcastle the other day. Thought he did really well. What do you think the plan is for him, and how good is he? How good is Max Dowman compared to most Arsenal youngsters you've seen?
Well, I mean, if you heard what Lee Gunner said on him, like Lee Gunner said, he's the first player since Alexis Sanchez playing for his club that's actually got him off the edge of his seat. And you could see that, not necessarily in the game against Milan. I think he did okay in the game against Milan. Obviously, he scored a goal in the shootout. But in the Newcastle game, when he come off the bench, literally spun Joe Linton straight away. Joe Linton had to slap him to bring him down. And then spinning players, creating space for himself, running at defenses. Like, this kid's 15 years old, hasn't even done his GCSEs yet. He's out in Singapore playing against senior players, talking, like, standing on business. Like, and that's what I love about exactly. This guy was doing getting ready to do his sats in lockdown.
That's crazy, man. That makes me feel old, bro. That makes me feel old. The fuck, man. That's at sats in lockdown.
Sats. Yeah, not even doing his sats. He was in year 5 in lockdown.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So when I left to go fucking year 7, my primary school, to go year 7 in 2014, bruv. This guy was 4. He was 4 years old. Are you taking a piss? Are you taking a piss? Your fans are saying he's better than your mom.
I won't go that far.
Yeah, no shit.
It's too soon to say something like that. Way too soon. This guy played 2 games.
People,
we overhype all the fucking time.
Why do we have to compare everyone? Why do we have to compare children, bruv? Are you on a register? Like, why are you comparing children? Why on earth are you going on Twitter and be like, which kid is better? Like, you are a nonce, bruv. Like, you are a certified nonce. Like, legitimately, you are a nonce if you are comparing children. Children, bruv. Let the kids play. Let them just have fun playing football. Don't be a pedophile. That's the lesson for today. Don't be a pedophile. Not even the best 15-year-old Jeremy. Jeremy Monga's sick. Jeremy Monga's sick. You see the championship. If he gets the chance to play Leicester in the championship just straight away, go on, Jeremy Monga. I believe in you. But yeah, the Max Dowman kid, like, what I hope for his sake doesn't happen is don't get that shit coached out of you. Please don't let that shit get coached out of you. Like when you're just running at players, taking the ball on and getting the ball and running away into space and creating a chance. You don't see that at Arsenal. Not even Saka gets that much creativity to do that. So you need the freedom to do that. Arteta don't give up freedom. Never has. Never has. Did Fabio Vieira get injured for Arsenal on his debut?
Fucking hell, when was his debut? I remember his first goal came against Brentford. That's about it.
He started in 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But he's bare injury prone, isn't it? How many did he score from corners? Because with his this new 8-second goalkeeper rule, there's going to be maybe lots of corners in the game. I forgot about that rule.
Yeah,
You like to think that goalkeepers wouldn't waste as much time with that rule. Like, because why would you put pressure on yourself by giving away a corner? Like, it's ridiculous. There's no point wasting time. Just get rid of the ball, mate. Get rid of the ball. Just kick it up the field if you're going to waste time. Kick it in the
yeah,
corner of the other side of the pitch. Then
exactly.
the team have got to build it up and all that. Just put them on that side of the pitch. It's going to be interesting though to see if they actually stick to that rule. Big up the Salmon, big up Max, hope you're all well. We're getting closer and closer to the championship. Another day, no midfielder, striker, keeper, or defender. Bruv. I don't care if we sign 2 fullbacks and we could sign Callum Wilson, bruv. That and like this window has made me want to shoot myself multiple times, bruv. No goalkeeper. As you said, no defenders. Like no centre backs, because we've got 4 centre backs already and we can't sell them. Can't sell any midfielders, and we're not getting any midfielders. And we've got barely any options up front. And people don't believe me when I say we're getting relegated. We're finishing 18th. I promise. I promise everyone we're finishing 18th. I promise we're going down. I'm going to have to think properly about how to rebrand the shadow in advance. Like, because I am not just making fucking championship content. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Alfie, did you see that cringe from AFTV when Gyokeres signed?
Yeah, I did, and it got a thumbs down straight away.
That whole gif of them running, doing a celebration, bruv, around the corner is going to be memed forever. Forever.
I'll be fucking memed.
Jordan Pickford is going to have a field day with that rule. Yeah, full-time crackhead, man, when it comes to keeping the ball. Mike's and Callum Wilson times are not backing him. Neither am I. I shouldn't have to either. This guy's disrespected West Ham multiple times. Now he's going to fucking move, bruv. Now he's going to move to us. Allow it. Always been a flashy prick. Don't want that guy anywhere near our club. Honestly, I'll boo him every game. I'll boo him every single time he's on it. I'll boo him. Max, I think we'll finish 16th/17th. Hey, it's more optimistic than me, bruv. I wouldn't be surprised though. Xhaka to Sunderland. How the fuck has this happened? How
For
on
real?
earth has this happened?
You man are out here struggling to sign midfielders. Meanwhile, Sunderland, who've just come back to the Premier League after what, 7, 8 years, have just gone and signed Granit Xhaka from Leverkusen, just like that.
I also wouldn't have wanted Xhaka just because we need to lower the age of the squad. If we signed Xhaka, it would have been counterproductive. But how the fuck have Sunderland signed him when he just won a treble, nearly won a treble like a year ago? What do you make of him coming back?
I think it will be great to see him back in the Premier League. I think Arsenal fans will be happy to see him back in the Premier League, even if it's not playing for Arsenal. I think, depending on how Sunderland do, I think if Sunderland manage him right, give him the right amount of game time, I think he could be very, very important for them. I think he'll be important regardless. They've been looking for that sort of player since they sold Job to Dortmund. I think they needed to get in a replacement. Fair enough, they've got him one that's much older than Job is. But he's got experience in the league. He knows the intensity. He knows what's required. And yeah, overall, I think it would be great to see him back in the Premier League.
It's a great signing because what these promoted teams lack when they sign better players like Luton, Ipswich, Burnley lacked in the past is they just sign young players, and you can't just sign young players to purely survive relegation, which is why I think some of these teams are learned from. It's like we laugh at Kyle Walker, but it's an experienced signing for a relegation side. Like,
Yeah.
So it makes sense in that sense. I don't know whether he will do well. They probably won't, but he might bring some form of experience and some form of mentality at least. How many goals do you reckon in all comps for Gyokeres? Then you said 25 or 20 in the league, so
Yeah, 20 in the league. So the thing is, he was quite decent in the Champions League last season. Obviously, got the hat trick against City in that game. Maybe upwards of, depending on how many he gets in the Premier League, maybe upwards of 30 in all comps.
Mm. I don't know what's going on. But no, I hear you. In the chat, sorry, my bad. Something threw me off. Mike's Callum Wilson will get will get worse treatment than Phillips got, as he should. As he should. Why the fuck? You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Fuck off. Like, I don't like. He should be booed every single time he touches the ball. I do not care. I don't care. We'll finish 12th. I would like to know, Charlie, why you're not stressed, because I don't like our squad. And even 12th, I'm still not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy regardless. I'll be wrong. This ain't going to be a good season for me. So I kind of just like, I've kind of lost the emotional investment. I'll still be pissed when I'm watching the games, but I've lost the interest to be completely invested. Like, after I make the videos, I don't think about West Ham. Like, I look at my phone, I'm like, kill myself, and then make the video, and then turn my phone off when it comes to West Ham stuff. So jarring about this fucking club. Sunderland will finish above West Ham, Mike. I'm telling you now. I wouldn't be surprised, but I just think you never know. One of the promoted teams are going to finish above us. It's going to be interesting to see how the transfer windows end. As Xhaka said, get to fuck to Eric Ten Hag after one game. That's true, you know. Ten Hag said, no, we've lost 3 key players. Nobody else is leaving. Nobody else is leaving Bayer Leverkusen. That's what he said. He literally said this 6 days ago, you know. He said Xhaka's agent can say all he wants. He's not leaving. And he's going to Sunderland. You got to have, like, the least amount. Can someone name me a manager here that has, like, less to pull than Eric Ten Hag? Because you can't just lose a player like that when you just finished second. And he's gone to a team that's just got promoted in the Premier League. This guy's gone from Germany to England, But fair play. Xhaka versus Joe Linton. Any bets that they're both going to get red carded in the Time Wear derby? Is it called Time Wear? I'm pretty sure it's called Time Wear or Tyneside, whatever. In that derby, surely both these men get relegated by just scrapping. They'll just get relegated, get red carded. These guys are head loss merchants. I know Xhaka kind of like toned it down a bit over the past few years, but I still wouldn't be surprised. Xhaka is old news. If he was still that good, no way he would go Sunderland. Sometimes it's just a case of a club being ambitious though and just paying bare money for a player that usually wouldn't move to that sort of club. So it's relative, really. But I hear what you're saying. Burnley will go down, Mike. So they've just lost their 3 best players. They'll finish 20th for sure. Yeah, I've always said that Burnley will go down. Especially with Scott Parker in charge. Don't think he's a good enough manager, to be completely honest with you. Especially to survive in the Premier League. Don't think he's a good manager. Not at all. I know people are gonna like talk about but 15 goals conceded last season. They're gonna draw a lot of games, but also gonna lose a lot of games. I would be surprised if they won more than 5 games this season. You're looking at a Burnley side that most of their points will probably come up against West Ham. They will. They'll probably come up against West Ham. I'm being so honest. A weird question. I reckon Burnley, Leeds United, and either Brentford or West Ham will go down. I still wouldn't be surprised if Sunderland went down. I know they signed a lot of players, but when do we say this all the time about a certain promoted club all the time, and I think it's going to be between the 3 promoted teams and us, maybe Brentford and Wolves. Brentford are going to probably lose Wisa as well as Mbeumo, so we'll see. I can't see Leeds staying up with Daniel Farke and the players they got. The only reason why I can see maybe they're staying up with Daniel Farke is because of us. Not because of the manager necessarily, but I just think the squad is so shit. So slow, so fucking shit. Once we tell the rest of the team that they're allowed to score and not just burn them, we'll be alright. Should have told them that a long time ago. Why do you like Wilson, Charlie? Why do you like Wilson?
Charlie likes to be different.
This is also true. Speaking of Charlie, because there's a certain team that he likes to crash it on. I'm sure he'll enjoy this segment. Did you see this video out. I'm sure you did. Did you see this video?
I saw a clip. Him saying thank you to
thank you to Mr. Marinakis
yeah.
for believing in me. I feel like we've been on a roller coaster of a journey, but I've felt the love instantly from the very first moment I stepped into the doors. We've had difficult times, but we've had a lot of highs. And last year was really, really exciting. We got to showcase what we're about and what we're trying to build as a team.
This man is being held hostage. This man is being held hostage. I'm sorry, but this Nottingham Forest owner is like the Suge Knight of the
Free
Premier League.
MGW, man. Free MGW.
Man agreed to sign a only Tottenham can flop a release clause.
Only Tottenham can bottle it. Here we go.
This is also true. How the fuck do you fail a release clause? I think
I
it's
don't
weird
even
that
know.
This guy
Because usually 9 times out of 10, you see a team pay the release clause. That's it. They ain't even got to negotiate a fee with the club. All they got to do is just sign a contract with the player. That's what happens 9 times out of 10. But for some reason, Spurs have paid the release clause, and Forest are like, "No, we're not selling him."
Yeah, Forest were like they approached him illegally. And I thought it was similar to the Elise situation when Chelsea bidded for Elise a couple of years ago. And then Elise signed a new contract. So he ended up going to Bayern. But it didn't feel like the same. According to a reporter, like an inside report or whatever, they said that, what's it called? Tottenham didn't pay all the things you need to pay for a release clause. So maybe there was some dodgy dealings. But I'm not too sure. Elijah's in the chat now, so maybe he can give us a bit
Big
of
up
backstory.
Elijah.
Big up Elijah every single time. Subscribe to Elijah, people. Elijah, put your link in the chat if you want. But I don't understand. I've never seen this before. Maybe apart from Elise, where you fail to pay a release clause. I've not seen that before. Nah. I don't know. I don't know. But he's still going to be. He signed a 3-year deal. I don't know what that means. Do they think they can sell him for more? Do they really think they can sell him for more? Could Leverkusen go for McTominay to replace Xhaka? I don't think McTominay's going to leave. He
I
wouldn't
don't
leave
think
Napoli.
McTominay will leave Napoli now.
I know it's Ten Hag connection, but I don't think he'd want to leave. When you're doing your prediction for the Prem, probably a week before the season starts. Probably a week before the season starts. So we'll run that then. It doesn't matter if they conceded 50 goals last season, Mike. They've lost their best. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even think Trafford's that good anyway. But Egan Riley's a big loss. Wolves will stay up. They will, but not because they're good enough. They don't have many goals in them. Ramsdale to Newcastle. Yeah, Ramsdale's going. Well, they're trying to get Ramsdale to Newcastle.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Newcastle having a horrendous window, you know. They were talking about Ekatike and Isak. They missed out on Ekatike. Liverpool will be getting both.
They've only signed Elanga.
They've only signed Elanga. They've not got a centre back in. They're gonna have to get another replacement for Isak as well. They missed out on James Trafford. They missed out on Brian Mbeumo.
Well, I mean, now they're linked with Sesko.
Yeah.
So maybe the money from the Isak deal.
They should be getting a striker anyway. So their striking options are going to be Sesko and Osula. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Eddie Howe's going to have to do some like.
And I know it was only pre-season, but I did not see much from Osula to be like, this kid's all right.
Yeah. Big up, bro. I hope you're both well. Yeah, I'm all good, bro.
All good, man.
I think a back three of Neuer, Kilman, and Saliba is solid. I think we get a lot more out of our big German. I think Alvarez next to a more mobile midfielder is good. I think Elliott will be quality for us. I agree with some bits. I don't like Aged. I've watched this guy too many times to know that this guy gives the ball away.
Out of the back three that Charlie's just named, being Aged, Kilman, and Tadibo, who do you replace Aged with?
I don't think we have to. I think we need to stop playing 5 defenders.
Yeah, because you man played a back 5 against United and it did not work.
We're not good with a back five. I'm sick and tired of a back five. We can play a 3 in
Does
possession,
Potter,
yeah.
does Potter usually play a back five?
He varies with his formations, which is what pisses me off. It's like, stop playing 5 defenders. Like, you can play a back 3 in possession. You don't have to play 5 defenders. Just play a winger at wing back in possession. Like, Wan-Bissaka tuck in. Wan-Bissaka's good, really good. But if you tuck him in and then play an extra attacker, we're much better. We're playing that midfield the other day of Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse, and fucking Souček. Oh my god. I don't like Alvarez. I don't think a more mobile midfielder can even have to cover all his deficiencies because I think he's too reckless. I do agree that Elliott would be quality though, and I do agree Fulkirk is going to have a better season because I like the size of that. So I've wanted Harvey Elliott for a couple of years. Don't think we'll get the deal done, but I hope we do. If not, they get Fernandez from Southampton or Elkinis, as I said earlier. But Fulkirk has looked really mobile and really fitness-wise looks really good. Looked like he's worked on himself. So I think them two points you made, I agree with. I think Kilman is better in a wider areas of a back 3, and I also think Tadibo works better in a back 4 because he doesn't have to run as much. Whereas he can just do his defensive job if he's more central. He's good at defending wide areas, but I just think when he have to rely on him less, that's when he's better. And I think he was actually doing good against Man United. I don't know why people are cooking him so much.
So would you say when he's got less to do and there's less pressure on him, he performs better?
Yeah, because he's quite confident in general. He can take the games by the scruff of the neck by just being on the ball and passing. He actually helped us create that goal we scored the other day, splitting past the Souček through the middle. I think if we have him through the middle in possession, it's much better because when you have a centre back that can pass and they can find passes like a midfielder anyway, just let them pass in between the lines, sort of thing. Don't pass them wide areas all the time because the problem with how we use our back 5 is our wide centre backs dribble too much far forward, and then our wing backs always want the ball short for us to go backwards again. So then we pass it backwards, and then nobody can pass the ball forwards. So Bowen and Fulkirk are just standing there well, can we have the ball eventually? It's like we practice all this fucking in training and in possession, only for you to play 5 defenders again. I'm not putting up with this for another season. I'm not. I like Potter. I actually think he does well coaching-wise. I think the only reason why we can see goals now is because of how many bozos we have in our team due to individual mistakes now. But he's made us more solid in the sense of our structure. But come on. There's much better lineups you can put out there. I don't think the squad's great, but you can do much better lineups.
I think you man need a better goalkeeper as well. Going off of Saturday's performance.
Oh, Areola, man. Areola's had 4 different trims this preseason. He's been bald. He's had straight hair. He's had curly hair. He's gone from looking like a mixed race man to a Chinese lesbian. I don't understand him. I don't understand the guy. I'm
definitely
sorry,
living up to the definition of his last name.
Yeah,
he is a nipple.
He was eating ass for the conceding the penalty, man. I don't know why he was trying to eat the guy's ass, but a nipple eating ass. Who would have thought it, man? That's getting age restricted, bruv, on a website, a certain website, bruv. Is it Elliott linked to Spurs now? Yeah, he is. He is. So, after all that time of waiting, we might even lose out on another target, but go for the alternatives instead. Alfie, if Liverpool sign Isak, do you think you'll win anything next season?
I already know we're not winning nothing. Even with Gyokeres, because I don't trust this manager.
Fair enough.
But at least there's something in place if my prayers are answered and he's eventually either sacked or he walks away of his own accord. Neither of which are highly likely. They're highly unlikely, if anything. But I already know we're not winning shit next season. I've already said the title race next season will be Liverpool and City. We'll be well off of it. I doubt we'll even get 3rd. We'll be fighting for 4th. Let's put it that way. Because we'll have Spurs that kind of look like they'll improve. But then we've said that before. United will be as United always are. I think Villa will be decent next season. I think Newcastle, providing they get a replacement for Isak and get some other players in other areas, will be stronger. And we'll just fall by the wayside because we're Arsenal and that's what we always do. I have no hope of any trophies next season.
Fairs. I agree. You better win a fuck all.
You man are getting content next season. Trust me. You man are getting content. I'm
Definitely.
going to rage like there's no tomorrow.
Be there, people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, you pricks. It was a shocking season, but we had a striker out for ages. Bowen injured, a shocking Loppy, Somerville out half the year. I agree, but our only real striking option is Fulkirk. Callum Marshall's there, but I don't know whether he'll actually play because this guy wants to play Paquetá up front over him. So I think we should be playing more of the youth, Charlie, as well. Like, I hope we see more of the youth team, but will he actually play him, or is he too much of a pussy and he's just going to go for experience? That's my only thing that I've seen in preseason where I'm like, when a going gets tough against a Premier League side, you've ended up playing more experienced players than the youth players, even though you wanted to lower that age of the squad and we've got good youth players.
Do
We need
you
to see
think?
Preston Ferrer and Potts and Earthy and Orford and them, man.
Do you think Antonio gets minutes next season?
He's not got a club, mate.
Oh, you've let him go.
Yeah, he's training at West Ham, but he's not at the club anymore.
Oh, fair enough.
He's not at the club
So
anymore.
you man have
So,
literally got one striker being Fulcrum.
yes. Yep. And added on that, we might have Callum Wilson.
Oh, great. A Callum Wilson who hasn't been good since his Bournemouth days.
I wouldn't even say that. It's just fucking injury prone dickhead who's disrespecting the club every fucking year. Like, why are we saying we're actually dickheads? We're actually cucks. We're cucks. We are proper cucks.
It's like if you know a girl was chatting shit about you, why do you keep trying to talk to that girl?
I'm not interested, but nah, be interested. What the fuck? I don't get that. I don't get
I'm
that.
not interested. Yeah, but I am.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, moving like DT, bro. Honestly, have
Exactly.
no idea about the whole situation. Morgan Gibbs White only signed a 1 year extension. I don't understand. They just removed the release clause and that was it then. Apparently Spurs didn't meet the secondary terms for the release clause. What on earth were the secondary terms then? I would love to know.
There's secondary terms now as well. What the fuck is this?
Do you know what as well? It must be that every time someone does pay the release clause, they pay the full thing. But Spurs just didn't.
Well, that kind of makes sense because we all know how stingy Daniel Levy is.
Newcastle will struggle massively next season. They lost out Ekatike and Buemo, João Pedro, and Trafford. Bruv, I remember when Fabrizio put out 2 years ago that they had a here we go for João Pedro and it wasn't even close.
I think, do you know what? I actually think Sunderland will go up and will stay up in the sense that, yes, they may struggle to get points here and there. But if you look at otherwise, in seasons where Sunderland have stayed up by the skin of their teeth, which team's always likely to give them 6 points in a season? Newcastle. So if
Maybe.
history's anything to go by,
I don't know. It's a very different Sunderland from Sebastian Larsson and Gatcharini and John O'Shea. So
and
we'll see in it.
and Barini.
Yeah, then, man. They're also going to lose Isak for Sesko, who's rubbish. This is also true.
This is why we did
Yeah.
not sign Sesko.
Oh, you say that, then why the fuck did you sign Havertz, bro? Like,
Honestly, like we could have probably signed Gyokeres the summer we signed Havertz. We could have used that 70 million on Gyokeres, which probably would have been. We wouldn't even have needed to send that much to Coventry because it's Coventry City. Like, we could have sent them what 20, 25 million for Gyokeres. Deal done.
yeah,
We wouldn't have needed.
yeah.
We wouldn't have needed to sign Havertz. But because we're fucking stupid and we like to do things backwards, we thought, nah, fuck it. We'll spend 70 million on a player. We're going to start as the 10. And then when that doesn't work, we'll move it to the striker position.
Yeah.
We're
That's
clowns.
what happens when you ignore the championship. Bowen is good enough to keep us alone, so to keep us up alone, so I'm calm. I really hope Bowen has another great season, but I know he will. But like, we can't keep relying on the guy, man. We can't keep relying on him.
I said this to Mellon during the watch along yesterday. I said if West Ham lose Bowen, they're fucked.
Oh, definitely. No one else is scoring.
No.
No one else is fucking scoring. But this club, man. I'm either gonna have like the biggest like consecutive crash outs ever, or I'm just gonna start getting drunk on streams, being depressed. It's either one of the two. Newcastle are willing to pay 60 million for Nicholas Jackson, but Chelsea value about 80. They're stupid if they pay that. They're stupid. Like Jackson's not I think Jackson's a decent footballer, but as a striker, there's no way you're paying 60
See,
million
the thing is,
that in the first
see, the
place.
thing
You'd do
is,
like 80, bro.
see, the thing is, it looks as if because Newcastle haven't done much business this summer, I think because Isak's going to Liverpool for what, 150 mil?
Yeah, something like that.
They won't even think. Newcastle won't even think. They'll get the 150 mil off of Liverpool. They won't even think about how much they're spending for Jackson. They'll just send the 80 million to Chelsea nonchalantly. Like they'll do it without thinking. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, here we go," because they'll be in that much of the need of a striker because they haven't brought anyone else in that they'll panic.
It's gonna be interesting. Like once you start panicking, it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of,
Yeah,
especially in a transfer window where you've got time in the summer when you're in July.
exactly.
Mike's window. If the owners want to fix the problem, then we'll go get Elliot 40 mil more than 15. Grealish on loan, Hermanson or a new keeper, and a striker and a centre back from a foreign league. Yeah, but this is West Ham, so we'll probably do none of those. I genuinely think we'll do none of these that you mentioned, but yeah, again, Mateus Fernandes is another one. Something a bit whiffy about Morgan Gibbs White going on. Wolves will struggle if they sell that Strand Larson, and they are maybe going to sign Sufa. Yeah, good fucking luck. Mateus Fernandes, I'd take two. Yeah, as I just said, yeah, line up Fotheringham, Kilman, Tadibo again, Diouf, Wan-Bissaka, Potts, Fear and Alvarez, Gilnome, Bowen, Fulkirk. Yeah, I'd love to see more of the young players.
When is that game?
Wednesday, like late Wednesday, like 48 hours from now, roughly.
Fair. So like what? Late Wednesday night, Thursday morning,
Yeah.
or
Well,
yeah,
no.
or
Late
late Tuesday
Wednesday.
night, late
Yeah, sorry,
Tuesday,
yeah,
early
Wednesday night.
Wednesday. Yeah,
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, sorry, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Yeah, sorry, I got confused. Unpopular opinion. I think Man City will finish fourth. Fucking hell. Or below Arsenal and Chelsea. I think lowest they can finish is third.
yeah.
Big up to DWTT.
Big up.
Hope you're well, bro. We've got Wilson's better back up than Antonio, but that's not saying much right now, especially a man who's just come back. Who's like 40 odd as well. I guess Wilson's 40 odd as well, but like, I don't rate Wilson. Like, I rate Wilson when he's not like constantly injury prone. Like, he's a good player, but like, it comes to a point where it's not even the same kind of Wilson anymore. So why are we signing a washed up version of a player that was already mid table? Like, I didn't mind letting go Antonio. Just let us know what you're doing with the transfer sort of thing. Let us know, are you letting him go? Are you letting him go? Don't just weigh it out on a contract and delay it. Are you letting him go? Yeah, they had time to negotiate his contract. So my whole thing is like, if you got Fulkirk, get a younger striker. Get a younger striker. Because it makes sense. The relationships make sense. We've already got the experience as it is. Like, why are we signing Callum Wilson, bro? Like, why? Fuck me. Like, we've got no pace in the team as it is. We've got none. Like, I'm tired of just signing players past their prime or players that are too fucking old. Like, I always watch West Ham and nobody can fucking run. Nobody can jog. No, nobody's mobile enough. Like, it's annoying. So fucking annoying. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Villa, Palace, Palace 7th, fucking hell. No, Palace 6th, Jesus Christ. Newcastle, Man United, Brighton, Spurs, Forest, Bournemouth, Fulham, Everton, Wolves, Sunderland, West Ham, Brentford, Leeds, Burnley. We'll come on to Premier League predictions another time, but that's a very unpopular sort of list.
That's optimistic thinking Palace are going to finish 6th. I think they'll struggle.
6th is mental. But fair enough. Xhaka told Arsenal fans to fuck off and slag yous off, but you were singing his praises. Yeah, that's the point about, being a cuck. He told you that. Hey, fuck off.
Full circle, innit?
It was like, really fuck off. But you might like him, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know what changed. Alfie's Arsenal's midfield has gotten worse since last season. Madueke is also a bad signing too. Mosquera, to be fair, we don't know how good he is.
I've said this. I've said this about Mosquera and Madueke. I was heavily against the Noni Madueke signing. I think we could have definitely got someone better. Not only that, I didn't know much about Mosquera to begin with because I don't really watch any other league like that. The only time I watch the Spanish teams is if they're in the Champions League or European football. Like, that's the only real time I watch any teams outside of England. Apart from that, I'm the same as you in the sense that I'll just watch the Premier League and the Championship. In fact, I've even been thinking about doing Charlton watch-alongs this season, providing Arsenal and Charlton games on at the same time.
That's a good idea, to be fair. Well, it's going to be a struggle to get them games live.
Yeah.
Because then again, Championship, you might get some Friday night games. They do a lot of Friday night games. I forgot Charlton have been promoted, so...
Charlton back in the Championship.
Little Connor Coventry watch-alongs, bro. Man like Connor Coventry. Gyokeres has been your only top signing. I have said this as well. Even though you signed 6 players, like 2 of them are starters. Zubimendi and Gyokeres. That's like when you need to go and win the league. Most of your signings are still squad players. You need to be signing level raises everywhere, bro.
Necessarily, all we've done is just replace the squad players we've got rid of.
That makes sense.
You take out Jorginho, you bring in Zubimendi, who will most likely be a starter next season. I'm already seeing Zubimendi and Rice as the midfielders with Odegaard slightly further forward. That's the way I'm seeing the midfield next season as far as it looks right now. But apart from that, like I said, all we've done is just replace the players that we've gotten rid of. You bring in Norgard, replacing Partey, it looks like. You let Neto go back to Bournemouth. You sign Kepa.
I don't get it. You're obsessed with Bournemouth's keepers, bro. Signing Petrovic next season, lad. We see West Ham different, geese. So before the season starts, you want to do a stream about what we both think is in store for the season. I'll be done. Do you know what? We might as well, because I'm very interested to know what your perspective is and why you're optimistic, to be fair, because I ain't got any hope. But we should probably arrange that, to be fair, Charlie. I'll let you know. Fucking hell, we're not even that far away from the season starting, to be fair. It's like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not far away. I didn't deep it. I forgot it's mid-August. For some reason, I always think every year it's like the 20th or 21st of August when it starts. It starts at the 15th. Why does the season start so soon, man?
The only time it started any earlier than that was because of the World Cup.
Yeah. Bruv. He's not captain and he loves us. Who's Arsenal's captain? Is it Hairflick or Jonathan Rice? It's Hairflick. Hairflick's their captain.
It should be Hairflick.
Yeah. You want to Gabriel, innit?
Gabriel or Rice. And the reason I say Gabriel is because usually when you look at him during the games, when Odegaard's not on the pitch, and you're looking, even when Odegaard's on the pitch, you're looking for a player who's going to give you the motivation to go and get the job done. You look at Gabriel, always commanding the defense every single game he plays, always giving it his all. Pause. And then you look at Rice. Was captain whenever Noble wasn't in the team. Then when Noble retired, he became West Ham captain. He's worn an armband before. He's got the experience of wearing the captain's armband. Therefore, even though he's not been at the club that long, he should have the armband. I just don't see any captain qualities from Martin Odegaard. I just don't see it.
A wise man once said, and you did a mic drop moment there. So a wise man once said,
"Spit on that." Pause.
Wilson isn't a better backup than Antonio. Right now, Antonio's just been a fucking crash, and I think I'm a better backup than Antonio right now. Like, after being in a crash, bro, like that man's legs, he's been put on 21s right now. I don't think he's in the condition to be playing football. Like, I know he's come back, and I know he's played international football. You see, I know he wants to play football again, but you've got your personality out there already. You can just do media right now. If I've gone through that, I'm retiring personally. That's just me
Or
though. And
or
but what I don't think though, there's no point of losing Antonio and then buying Wilson and then getting Wilson on a free. There's no point. Just get someone younger with money. Buy money. Buy money. Buy
but,
someone that's young.
but with Antonio, I think he should go the Henry Lansbury route, the Timmy Abraham route. Play baller league.
Also, Henry Lansbury has a grass business. He's a gardener basically.
Yeah.
He's called the Lawn Lad on fucking Instagram because he has his own like grass business. And when you say he has his own grass business, it sounds like he's moving packs and selling drugs and shit. But he's not. He's actually like gets people to mow lawns and shit or whatever it is.
Or he's selling people AstroTurf.
Yeah, sniffing AstroTurf. Mike, surely if we agree personal terms with Callum Wilson, like all these articles are reported, there's a done deal. No, as he's a free agent. He's got other options though, because there's like Saudi in for him as well. So I think they're just waiting to see if there are other options still available. I think that's what the whole thing is. I pray Saudi go and hijack it. Because this ownership doesn't even deserve the thing of, oh, but we got a striker, we got him on a free agent. Fuck off, you dickhead. Fucking midget.
This ain't
Shag
career
him on.
mode.
Like, yeah, like, ugh. Oh, but we signed the striker, we signed the guy on a free. Like, what's the point? I believe in my team, the goal targets for the season, goalkeeper, defenders, midfield, strikers. Am I wrong? Is this reasonable? What, as in, like, you want your goalkeepers to score one goal? Or, I don't think your goalkeeper's scoring, put it that way. I don't know what you mean by this. I don't know what you mean. You might have to be more specific. I'm slow, so you're gonna have to dumb it down for me. Alfie, Mike's, if I'm talking from the view, if they keep all their players, which they have so far, which they have so far done, Palace have never finished above 12th.
No.
Really, like not really. Like I feel like finished like 10th or something. Maybe the other they didn't even finish 10th. Even when they won the FA Cup, they finished like 12th, 13th.
Mm.
Like they could challenge for Europe if they actually were active in the market. But like, I
They
still
haven't
think
signed
Gay
anyone, have
could
they?
go. I don't think so. Yeah, I still think Gay is gonna go. But that's it. I think Water and Mateta will stay. But I think Eze will stay. But I think Gay will go. But they've got Chris Richards. They've got Lacroix. They've got Chaddy Riyad. So we'll see. Arsenal 5th next season. Big up Melon as well. Subscribe to Melon as well, by the way. Subscribe
Big
to
up,
Melon. Get
Melon.
to 100 subs. Thank God we are close to the season starting. Wilson is a bear back of Antonio. Antonio's one leg, bro. What the actual fuck? If you have been through that and you still play football and earn 100k a week, yeah, but that's the thing. He's a free agent right now. If I'm a club, I'm not taking a chance on someone who's just been in a crash. I'm sorry, I'm not. Like, genuinely. Simon Wilson couldn't target. Antonio can't even drive straight. Jesus Christ. I feared for Antonio when I watched him score the other day. I thought he might snap. Oh yeah, because he played in that under-21s game for us, but he's not like the whole situation's weird. It feels like he's just like playing football for vibes now and sort of thing, and just getting back to fitness until somebody finds him. Is that when we had Lingard training with us?
Mm.
Why was Areola sniffing booty crumbs? God knows. Dagenham and Redbridge, Carroll and Antonio link up for the camera. I'd like to draw fuck it. Antonio, sign for Dagenham and Redbridge, bruv. Carroll and Antonio for the ages, 2015 West Ham, bruv.
That's like
Why the fuck not?
that's like Crouch and Defoe, little and large.
But that's the thing. The fact that Antonio's the little one of the two, like, bruv. That's crazy. A goalkeeper can score on a windy day if he takes a free kick happen. So I at least want one goal for my keeper in the season. Your goalkeeper is not scoring one a season though.
He's
Like
not
that doesn't
Allison,
happen.
bro.
That doesn't happen, bro. That doesn't happen. But listen, people, we're gonna end it there. Alfie, your links in the title. What you got coming up?
I should have a video coming up tomorrow giving my opinion on the Eze situation and whether I actually think we'll get the deal done or not. Also gonna have a video coming up tomorrow reviewing the women's Euros. We'll have a watch along on Thursday for the Arsenal Tottenham pre-season game and a casual Friday stream as always. And if you guys are looking for updates on whenever I'm posting videos or doing live streams, make sure you're following me on all socials at AlfieD_YT.
Nice. Listen, people, I'm looking for a redirect, just in case the people that I was going to redirect to have
Hold up, I've got
ended their
YouTube up
stream.
now, so
Okay, we're gonna redirect to Sheik. Wait, has Sheik started? No, that's on the 28th. Wait, they started the stream. What the fuck is this? Why is my redirect glitching? Alright. We're
Liam's
redirected
live.
to Sheik. We're redirected to Sheik just because I've already had it set up. So
Oh, okay.
listen, people, go over there and say hi. And yeah, say Mike's raid. Take care and peace.